Hello everyone, my name is Dustin. I am Justin's best man. It took him 25 years to admit it. And it's ironic that we're actually having the wedding here at the ski mountain because we spent countless hours here together. Justin more on his back than his skis. And when it came to writing this speech, I thought, well, what's the one thing that I should think about? And it all came down to length. They say not to talk too long. So I won't speak too long this evening. Just kidding. Just one Post-it note. All right, so first off, round of applause for Raven for putting together all of the decorations that you see here. Super nice. All right, next thing I need to do is acknowledge Dan and Nicole. Growing up, those were my second parents. And one of the hardest parts about leaving Fort Kent, other than leaving my own family, was leaving you. Okay. Next, we have to talk about how Raven is the reason that I even knew I was the best man. So, funny story, my wife actually went on the website, and I knew I was the best man about 3 months before Justin asked me. So the look of surprise and the Oscar that I deserve for saying, wow, I had no idea. All right, so let's get to it. The rule of threes. It's often used in marketing, advertising, consulting. It is a way to give a story in a set of three, and it's a lot more palatable to the audience. So we're doing this in a phased approach. We're gonna call this the Justin Cinematic Universe. Phase 1 is ages 5 to 18. This is where I first laid eyes on Justin in kindergarten. So I've known Justin 25 years. Not many people can say they've been able to put up with him for 25 years. Sans that group. All the Freeman standing up. So, in nature, the primates often find the most strong, intimidating, most ridiculously good-looking specimen that they can surround themselves with. It helps them survive in nature. And so I was sitting in kindergarten on day 1, and I was really nervous, and I looked across, and I saw this one kid chewing on a Lincoln log, picking his nose. And I was like, that is my opportunity to be a best man one day. And so 25 years later, I have succeeded. It has been the most exhausting 25 years. And so my first lesson from phase 1 is that you need to choose each other every day. The way that Justin and I have chosen each other for 25 years. You need to wake up, and marriage is not easy. I've been married 15 months, so I know everything. You have to wake up and choose each other every day. Okay, phase 2, 18 to mid-20s. This is about the time that Raven comes into the picture. So, phase 2, we had a lot of amazing times in phase 1, but we're just kids. Phase 2 is where really friendships are tested. I moved away to Boston, Pennsylvania. I now live in North Carolina, and we've still been able to manage our friendship from however many thousand miles that is. And the thing that really sticks out to me about Justin is I got married, and it was actually during COVID, so I did not have a bachelor party. Justin made it his point to make sure that he and I at least did something. So we went skiing, and we had a great time, but what came to mind for me for the lesson for phase 2 is that sometimes grand gestures are okay. Sometimes they're expected, but sometimes they're better when they're not known. And phase 2 is also when Raven comes into the picture. And I remember the first time I met Raven, and she was just as awkward as Justin, and I was like, this is perfect, this is gonna be fine. and Raven has this infectious personality. And you know when Raven is there. You know when she's in the next room. In the next room after that. But there is an incredible quality that Raven holds that is really hard to replicate. Don't lose that. My favorite is phase 3, and that starts tonight. I don't have a lot written for phase 3. It's an empty slate, but what I do have is a great parable. And so there's a parable called The Field of Diamonds. It's about an African farmer, but we're in Aroostook County, so this is a potato farmer. And The Field of Diamonds is about a farmer who has everything that he could want. He has a beautiful farm, a beautiful wife, children, all of the animals, doesn't struggle for money, he has a great life. But he's always distracted by rumors that he hears. And there's a farm 2 hours away. It's a potato farmer, and there's a rumor that he found diamonds in the farm. So the farmer drops everything, goes 2 hours away, leaves his wife behind, leaves his children behind, and now his focus is on finding the diamonds. He spends his entire life looking for diamonds and never finds a diamond. He passes away lonely, poor, and honestly without his family around him. His son inherits the farm. On day 1, he's tilling the farm. He has to get it ready again. It hasn't been used for years. And he finds a diamond right there in front of him. And so the lesson is that you both, please look at each other right now, have a diamond right in front of you. Don't get distracted by everything else. There's a lot of noise, but the diamond is sitting right in front of you. So, with that said, can we all raise a toast to Justin and Raven? To many years of great memories, great fun, and selective hearing.